So what was the decision? So Ben was in Queensland, had his injury in Queensland, was in the army over there. Your whole life was in Perth. How did you make that decision to move him back?
It was probably not my decision, but it was probably the hardest thing that I've done. We were in an amazing hospital. So the Princess Alexandra was notably the best hospital in Australia to be in, and the nurses, everybody was just incredible. Really good. And
almost as good as the nurses at Shenton Park, eh?
Almost.
But
not quite. But I think after 6 months, you actually build up this incredible rapport with all of the people that are looking after you, the doctors and the nurses. You become really, really comfortable, you know, and as you can be with a spinal cord injury and being in hospital with two small children. Things become completely normalised. There's nothing normal about a 4-year-old running down the corridor with a catheter bag and but we had a really good relationship. And then I'd taken all of my sick leave, I'd taken all of my holiday leave, and basically the government only funds you for a certain amount of time for accommodation. And at that point they said, well, you can either find more money or you need to, let's ship you back to Perth. And it was a really hard thing to do because it was suddenly taking you out of your comfort zone.
Absolutely.
It was wrenching, absolutely wrenching. But in hindsight, it was actually the best thing we did.
Why's that?
Well, we might have just met the best daughter-in-law in the whole world. Oh, she's nice, man. So basically coming back to Perth was a big wrench. We got back and everything changed because suddenly the routine that we had and everything was sort of out of whack. You end up in a hospital where he's got to go into a completely different section to the spinal cord unit that didn't really know about spinal cord injuries, and there was a big transition problem.
So the reason that Ben was in a different area from, like, with a spinal unit and everything was because he was coming over from Queensland. They had to quarantine him, didn't they, for superbugs.
Yes.
So how long was that for?
I'm not sure. There was a bit of a haze, really, but it was certainly a couple of weeks. And I think the biggest thing was that when he was in Queensland, he already had a wheelchair, and he was always already well on the move. And when we came here, he didn't have any of that.
So it would have felt like a real backward step.
Huge backward step. It was really difficult. Really difficult time. I think it was difficult for me transitioning as well as Ben transitioning. I think it compounded it.
Definitely. So, and your nerves would have been, like, you just would have had so much anxiety anyway about the move, and then coming over here and going, oh my God, we've made the wrong decision. Like, you would have doubted yourself a lot in those first times.
So anyway, we got into the ward eventually, which was really nice. And
as a staff member there, because I was a nurse on the spinal unit, I remember us nurses talking about how Ben, it's so nice that Ben had an older wife. And his beautiful children. Not knowing that it was his mum and his brother and sister.
Whoops. Cheers, man. Sorry, darling. My first introduction was our lovely nurse Ruth, helping us into the program, and she was actually working with another quad when we walked into the ward to have a look. And she was being really hard on him. And I remember looking at Ben thinking, so sorry for you, honey.
What have we done?
But in the end, she was actually a saviour.
She's amazing.
Absolute saviour.
So
pushed him.
Absolutely.
Which is what it took.
I bet you can't do that. Worst thing to say to Ben. Because he will. He'll find a way. So best thing to say to Ben.
Can't do that.